Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to replace the pin on my latch. The safety pin broke off. So I got a replacement pin. You're going to need some lithium grease, Loctite, 8mm wrench, 2.5mm Allen wrench, and 1.5mm Allen wrench. 2mm ones for the bolt right here on the little lever. And this 1.5mm, goes right in the front. We got to release that hinge pin. There's a set screw locking it in place. So you release that and you can push this pin out. And this is where you're going to use the little bit of lithium grease after you clean it. Put a little lithium grease before you put it back together. And the Loctite's going to go up in this screw, the adjustment screw. So when you take, because you got to take this out to take this lever off. And put a little dot here so you know where you have it when you go put it back together. So that should be it. It should be a fairly easy thing to do. So if you have one of these that's no longer functional, the little plastic pin, the tip broke off, you got a replacement. Contact Tern Bicycles. Show you what that looks like. This is the replacement pin. And it goes right on this, along here inside of this. So I got to take this apart to replace this. There's like a spring in here as well. So hopefully replace this pin and then my latch will be working again. Right now it opens without having to depress this little button here. So that could be a safety concern if somehow you bump and it comes undone, or going over bumps it opens. So I'm going to replace that. So I never did one of these before, so I have to kind of figure it out. So I'm going to undo this screw here, the adjustment screw. It's coming undone here. So once I get it totally off, I'll be able to push this down and see what else I have to do. So I got this come off. Looks like I had Loctite on it. And as you can see, the pin's not protruding out of there anymore. So somehow I got to get this out. I think I'm gonna take this out. There's a little Allen bolt right here. So I'm gonna take that out and then go from there. So before I take this off, looks like there's a screw here. You gotta undo that, remove this pin. So once you remove this pin, then you can open this all the way and have access to hopefully taking that out. Use this small little Allen wrench. Make sure you don't strip out the little screws, very small screw. There you go, just popped loose. Hopefully I can push this pin out now, the hinge pin. There you go. So now this can come out. And the little handle came off. So now, see how I could get this apart. I think I'll take that little cap screw out. So for this cap screw, you got to use a 2.5mm Allen wrench. Careful not to lose anything. See, once I took this out, the pin popped out right here. So now I could just slide this pin out. As you see, it's coming out. Comes out the bottom right here. There it is. So that's a red pin. So here's the new pin and the old pin. Just different color, but should be interchangeable. As you can see where the tip broke off, so it should have a little tip like this. It's beveled on one side. I believe the bevel faces towards the inside. So there's a cross hole. There's a cross hole where this screw goes through. And make sure you put the bevel part facing outside of the handle. As you can see, there's a little spring inside of there. Let me put the light on there. There's a spring down in that slot where the pin goes up against that spring. That's why when you push the little lever, it springs back and forth. So basically, I'm gonna just slide it in here. Make sure that I have the cross hole. There's a cross hole. It's gonna face up to where I'm gonna put a little lever where the screw goes through. So I'm gonna slide this in over here. So here's the pin. That's the hinge pin. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. It's a little bit like sticky. So I'm gonna clean it up and then put a little lithium grease on it. Helps lubricate the hinge. Okay, I got it all cleaned up. I'm gonna put some little bit of lithium grease on it. Kind of spread it around in here. Kind of like that's good enough. So now I'm just gonna place the hinge back over here where it belongs. I'm not gonna take the pin, put it through. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand here. So you slide the pin in there. So that goes through. Then you just got to use the little Allen wrench screw there, the set screw, and snug it up. Okay, that should be good enough. So now we just gotta push this bolt back into here, the adjustment area here. So I got this started, and I just tucked it back up where I had it. There's only comes out 3 threads when you got it in the proper place. I had looked at it before I took it apart. So make sure you got about 3 or 4 threads sticking out. Right now you got a lot of thread. I gotta snug this up and then try latching it and see how it feels. So I got my little 8mm open and close in wrench. So before you thread that in all the way, just get it started, just maybe a thread or two. Then get some Loctite. I got the blue Loctite thread locker, because I don't want that coming loose once I have it adjusted. So I'm gonna just put a little bit on the threads here. So that should be plenty. Now I'm gonna start screwing this in. And I put a little dot. I originally had it before I took anything apart, so I kind of get it pretty much in the same spot. Once I see I'm getting close, I'll just try it. Let's see how that feels. If it's still too tight, that means you gotta screw it in more. The more you screw this rod in, the better, easier it gets to latch. But you don't want it too easy that it comes out on you. So I go another revolution here to my dots back up here again. So it's facing up again, so maybe that's where I had it originally. Perfect. Now my latches, it won't come undone unless I press this button. So I press the button up. That's it. So it looks like the bevel does face towards the inside of the latch. Let's see if I press this. See, there's the bevel facing in. So when you replace it, make sure you put the bevel facing towards the inside of the latch. Because on the opposite side of the bevel, there's a flat area that latches onto this little hook right here. So if you have a broken pin like that, just get in contact with Tern Bikes. And I really appreciate Tern Bike, because I send them an email, and they responded back within a day or so. And I told them what problem I was having with my latch. They actually sent me 2 free pins. I was like, wow, great customer service. So they stand behind their Tern Bikes. Great to see such a good company, the quality bikes, and stand behind their product. You can't say that too much these days for most companies. And don't forget to put some Loctite on the little lever screw, because that only goes into that plastic piece, and you can't over tighten it. You just barely screw it in place. So don't put too much force on it, because it's only a little piece of plastic. Goes right into that rod that springs back and forth that locks the hinge. So I'm going to be putting some Loctite on this as well. So that should do it. I got a little bit of Loctite right there. So it's all back together. When you put this little screw on, barely tighten it by hand. It's only going through that plastic pin, and make sure that the white line is facing out. So when you press it, it has a little indentation here for your thumb. And that's about it. And make sure you lubricate the pin in here so it stays freely. When I took it out, it was kind of gummed up. And it's good as new, the Tern. Great little bike. Carry it along in the car anytime you want to go out for a ride. Take it to the park. Easy to handle. Very compact. Again, thanks Tern for your help. Getting that pin out to me pretty quickly. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. And I highly recommend the Tern bike as a folding bike. Anybody looking for a folder. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.